Okay, I'm gonna use Mothra this time. Shouldn't completely neglect the fucking moth. Worthless fucking moth. Anyway, what was I saying about Terra Mechagodzilla? It had boobies in it. Well, fake boobies, but they're boobies nonetheless. Well, in the Japanese version. It's when, Katsura, the lady that they use to control Mechagodzilla, she's on the operating table and there's like a shot of prosthetic boobs. Wasn't too exciting. Oh! I know what I want to say. Godzilla's entrance in Terra Mechagodzilla is just about the best in the series. In fact, it's one of the most dramatic entrances for like any character in any movie or TV series I've seen. Just you know, picture perfect. Like everything came together. The music cue was brilliant. The backlighting. They had this really neat backlighting effect where it's like almost like a electrical phenomenon or like a thunderclap or something behind Godzilla, and then all of a sudden the lights go up and you can see, instead of just his silhouette, you see his face, and it's like, oh shit, it's on! And then his theme music starts playing, and then he runs up to Titanosaurus and they square off and don't really fight until half an hour later in the movie, but the entrance was cool. Hulk Hogan would be jealous. Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior would be jealous of that entrance. And Tiger Mask. And all those other great wrestlers out there. Someday I'll write a post about wrestling, but I don't know. As of late, I just haven't been able to put the words together. A lot of it, I guess, has to do with me watching other people's vlogs about wrestling and stuff, and so I find myself being like, oh, now what? Everything's been said. I'll get to it someday. Anyway, right now we're playing Godzilla, and I'm getting battered around like, what do you know, a fucking moth. You know, I really wish I could just abandon Mothra and not use him/her, because I really don't want to. As a kid, I used to think Mothra was better in this game, because, I don't know, his or her stats were better from the start. Like, Godzilla's stats are pretty worthless. Like, he seems really fragile. Since he's not able to fly, he kind of walks into everything and takes damage all the time. So I always thought of him as... I always thought of Godzilla as kind of a liability until I realized, hey, if you kill the other monsters with him, you know, someone like Godzilla or Mogera, who don't really pose any real threat, if you power him up early on, you really can just coast through the game. Unless one of those fireball things runs into you. That can fuck you over at any point in the game, really. But Mothra, it's just like, I'll play the levels, you know, I'm not gonna skip him, but it just sucks that you have to. It's like, why didn't they give you a level, I mean a character select or something? For real, man. It's kind of silly, but whatever. Anything's better than Godzilla 2, a strategy game that involves luck. Seriously, if you've ever played Godzilla 2, War of the Monsters on the NES, basically it's a tile-based strategy game, kind of like Advance Wars, but the battle system, instead of being based on statistics, as, you know, any strategy game should, is based on that of a slot machine. And so basically you have all these criminally underpowered units to combat these giant monsters with. Like, you know, like tanks and AA guns and I guess SY3 and Super X2 were pretty cool, but, you know, even so, you have fucking military hardware shit to take on Godzilla. And it takes about like 20-30 turns of lucky lucky pulls on the slot machine to take out one monster. Usually it's Bottabone, who's a fucking bitch. I swear. And it's just a clusterfuck, it really is. I've played the shit out of Godzilla 2, much more than this game actually, because a friend of mine in elementary school owned it, and I liked this game. I kept trying to convince myself, hey, maybe this game's better than, you know, maybe this game is better than I think it is. Maybe I just haven't given it a chance, you know. Maybe I just suck at it or something. But no, it's just a really bad game. Still, if they had, you know, gone the proper route with the gameplay mechanics, you know, like if it was exactly like Advance Wars, it would be a great ass game actually. 'Cause, I mean, Advance Wars is already a great ass game. If you put Godzilla in it, you know, the Godzilla license, it'll just make it 10 times better. So that'd actually be a game I would play. I would play that happily. Come on, kick the wall. Kick it, Godzilla. Kick that shit. Oh. Whoopah! Whoop, 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 whoop. I love Godzilla's airwalk where it's like whoop, 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 whoop. Just so goofy. Ah! Way to duck into that one, retard. Ow! Stop crashing into me, Super X! I think that's really curious how they took the Super X, you know, an Earth-based, you know, plane, and they put it in space on the side of the fucking Planet X people. Oh well. In the background there, you can see the Gotengo from Atrogon. I never actually saw Atrogon. I saw the anime, Super Atrogon, but that was really, really bad. Like, amazing soundtrack. One of the best opening theme musics I've heard ever, actually. It's beautiful. But horrible fucking movie. For real, man. Super Atrogon is terrible. Gotta go nowhere plot. Boring as fuck. It's like watching a submarine movie or some shit where they don't do anything. They just kinda talk about shit you don't understand, and yeah, basically the whole plot just goes over your fucking head. Well, anyway, that's Mars. Tune in tomorrow for Jupiter. Peace.